Hello everybody, I'm Loquid and we are here today with a new game called Starbound. Starbound is a side-scrolling action, adventure, building, exploration game, kind of like Terraria. It is available at playstarbound.com as well as on the Steam store. So you can head on over there if you really like the game and you can purchase it and support this company. Chucklefish, I believe, is what it is. Um, I'll put the actual company name in below because I can't remember exactly the name. Um, but do keep in mind, though, if you purchase it from their website directly, they do have more options and you will receive a free Steam key at the same time. So if you want to support them directly, I would suggest doing it that way. Now, we have options. Basic options, you got sound, effects, music, full screen resolution, zoom level, which I will show you that eventually, speech bubbles, and full screen. We are not in full screen. Okay, so back. And we have multiplayer. I have not messed with that yet. And we have single player. Now I made some videos of this yesterday. However, I had them uploaded and I was preparing to release one tonight, December 10th. And I noticed that when I went to play the game to play the character, to advance it a little bit more for you guys, it was gone. So I checked the patch notes, and they released a new patch called Annoyed Koala. The previous one was Annoyed Panda, I believe. And so as a result, it changed a lot of things and character wipes. So with that said, I need to go find something over here really quick. I need to actually delete the old game save files because otherwise they will confuse me when I go to make backups and stuff like that. So we're going to jump right in and create a character. Now you've got 6 races in Starbound. You got the Humans, the Avians, the Apex, Planet of the Apes kind of characters. The Avians are birds. You've got the Floran, which are plants. You got the Hylotols, which are fishes, and you've got the Glitch, which are robots. Now you have male and female for each race. So if you like your characters with booblies, you can have them with booblies and breastises, or you can have them without. It is your choice entirely. So this is what all the races look like with their breastises and without them. We're gonna pick a you know what? Let's play a Hylotol again. We're going to randomize here, and I like this hairstyle. So you've got skin color. Let's go with a nice pale white. There we go. Then you got your fin style, which is your hair. You got your shirts. You got your pants. You got your personality, which is basically the character's attitude on life, I guess. And you can cycle through and have different attitudes. And this is how they stand when you're not doing anything. Then you can change the color of their belly, which I guess would be their mouth, seeing as they are fish. Their fin, which is their hair. We're going to go with purple. There we go. Their shirt color. Let's go with black. There we go. And then their pants color. We're going to go with black again here. There we go. So now we can change their name to Loquid. There we go. And hit OK. And then it creates a world for you when you click on your character for the first time. And it takes a little bit of time to do this because it's got to generate the world. And when I say the world, I mean, well, that was actually pretty darn quick. I mean the universe. Now, when you start your character out the first time, it gives you these little quests. You guys can read this flavor text if you like, but I'm not going to. Basically, what it's saying I need to do is open my inventory, grab this thing, and move forward. So, we're going to give you a tour of the ship here real quick. We have the cockpit, the fuel gauge, the tech and 3D printer, your personal save, and the teleporter. You also have hunger in this game. Your health is up here, your tech points is up here, your inventory is all across the top here. Then you have your left and right slots. We will get all this stuff in due time. So if I click on the cockpit here, it takes me to the, quote, galaxy map. This is the current planet I'm sitting above. we have 2 forest planets. Actually, that's not too bad. Now you can set it as home. Click, set home, and you get that little greenhouse icon there. We'll come back to that in a moment. Whoa. My mouse is double clicking real quick. So you right click once from the planet and it takes you to the solar system view, and you can click on other planets and see what they have to offer. You right click one more time out this way and it takes you to the galaxy map. Now, there's a couple of interesting things about this galaxy map. One, it appears to be nearly infinite because each of these is 1 pixel on the map, I believe. And you can scroll and zoom. Hovering does it slow. Clicking does it quickly. Now you see that little E with fuel down there? Right here, this is the fuel of your ship. Empty, full. Now if I click on this guy here, and I click on this planet, and I click on this planet, it tells me it's going to take fuel to get there. Now, this is pretty important because this game, you have to go to these other worlds to advance. As you can see, level 1 arid, level 1 arid, level 1 arid. So where is a higher level arid? Or something even. Level 1, wow. Okay, so part of the update that they just released, I mean like this morning kind of thing, was they totally redid the leveling system. And I am not sure how they redid it, so it's going to be a learning experience. And it looks like this entire sector is level 1. So that's pretty pointless then. Oh, I just got a battery low from my headset, so give me one moment here while I plug it in. If I can do so without taking it off, that will be splendid. Oh, come on, get the... Ah, there we go. Okay, now you can click Find Random, and it's going to take you to a random point in the galaxy, and it's always going to be that center little dot right there. And you can, you know, do that. Now, okay, here we go. This tells me it's going to take me 200 fuel to get there. Not quite sure what I did to bring that up, but hey, there you go. All right, now, these coordinates right here, this tells you where you currently are. Now, I can copy this and give this to another character. So if you guys are out there and you want to play in the exact same world that I'm on, you can copy these coordinates, put it into your map, go there, and you will get the same exact solar system. Bit for bit, pound for pound, planet for planet. There you go. Now, hit escape and back out. So fuel. How do we do that? Well, down on the planet we can gather coal, we can gather wood, we can gather whole bunches of stuff. We come up here, we put it in here, we click the fuel button, and our fuel bar will fill up. It's as simple as that. We've got our tech and 3D printer. As we explore the universe, we will get blueprints or tech items. We can put them on here, equip them to our person, get effects like double jump, a quick dash, stuff like that. The 3D printer is pretty cool. Pixels is the currency in-game. And what that does for you is it allows you to buy things from other characters. It allows you to craft things. And it also allows you to use the 3D printer here. So when I get a cool item like, say, a cool chair or a laser gun or something like that, and I'm afraid of losing it or it breaking, I can put it up here, because from here I can hit my inventory if I had something, and I could drag it up here, put it there, and scan it, and it's going to cost me some pixels, and then it's going to go into the schematics screen over here on the left. I then click on it, and I can craft as many of them as I want. However, they take pixels. So it takes material to reproduce the items again. Now we come to our personal safe on the ship. I hit E, and it gives us all of our cool stuff. We get a free sword, we get some free torches, we get some free seeds, we get a free flashlight, and we get a matter manipulator. And the quest completes, and we get 10 pixels. And it moves on to the next quest. This is telling us we got to go downstairs to the planet, dig up some wood, and make us a crafting table. So the sword, just left swing, right swing, either way, because it's a two-handed sword. Now if I press Z, it moves into my right hand. Still a two-handed sword. What's cool about that little function there is I can put something else in my other hand. And all of a sudden, I'm using my flashlight, because the left hand is always going to be the primary weapon. I hit Z, and it actually swaps my weapons over. So this comes in handy if you're like exploring caves and stuff. You can have the flashlight or torches or food or whatever there, and then just switch over to your weapon really, really quickly. Now to interact with items, press E. The controls in this game are the despisingly default WASD. If any of you know me, you know that I hate WASD, and a game that I cannot change my controls on will lose an entire rating in my book, because being able to customize your controls is essential. If you're a touch typist and you know your home row, it's actually slower for you to say, come up here and hit 9, and then come back to my home row and move over to move. So I'm going to quick demonstration for you here. My hand is on my mouse, moving. I'm going to come up, hit 9. There we go. That quickly to get back to my movement keys. Now if I come back up here, I'm on WASD. Come up there that quickly. I can move that quickly. So it is noticeable improvement. Alright, anyway, that's your teleporter. You hit E and it takes you down to the planet. Oh, lucky. We got a goodie chest immediately. So the goodie chests drop pixels or goodie pods as they are, drop pixels, and that is it. I have yet to get anything other than a goodie pixel from them. So every world has different flora and fauna, different colored blocks, different monsters, different foods that will grow there naturally, as well as different races. See, there's a monster. Wow! This weapon does not do much damage. But what do I expect? They redid the level system entirely. Swimming, you just hold your space bar and your character will swim up automatically. The stuff you're seeing in the ground here is copper. These petals here you can dig up with your little matter manipulator. You get petals, and petals are used for turning items into dye. However, we don't want them right now, so just get rid of them. So we've got our matter manipulator. We have no other items. We cannot punch wood like you can do in Minecraft. This is more like Terraria. You have to actually have a tool to get something at all. So all you do is you hover over it, you hold your left mouse button, and he will activate his matter manipulator and chop stuff down. As you can see, it's starting to shake, wiggle, wobble, and move on its pivots and joints, and it's going to tip over. Now, as you see, I'm on the left-hand side of the tree, so the tree is going to fall to the right. If I were on the right-hand side of the tree, it would fall to the left. And I gotta get those real quick because they will disappear in this game. So keep that in mind. And this guy is... Oh, you jerk. Ow! What did I do to you? Get away from me. As you can see on their little icons there, it's telling me what they're about to do. Oh! So, every time you die, if you noticed up here I had 22 pixels. Here's your little death animation. Every time you die, you're reborn or rebuilt or reincarnated or cloned or whatever. I'm down to 14 pixels now, so it cost you 20% to die. So keep that in mind. If you're saving up for like a 10,000 pixel sword or something, and you're 9,998 pixels and you die, you're now set back, 200 pixels, just like that. It used to be a lot more than that, actually. Whoa, bull, that was gone. Alright, so death is a assured thing in this game, and since they redid the leveling system, it's even more assured. So yes, we need to chop these trees down and get us some stuff. Now this game has weather, it has temperature, it has hunger, it has armor, weapons, food, crafting, furniture, pretty much everything that a lot of these games have been, in the last couple of years it's become standard, but it does them a little bit differently in some ways and similar in others. So hunger, as you saw at the beginning of the episode, is a little bar. If I tap the Alt button, it pops up my hunger, represented by that apple, and it gives you the status of your character. It's like, I'm full, I don't need food. So as he gets hungry, that will go down and it'll have a pop-up saying, I need food, or I'm getting peckish, or I'm starving, or whatever, depending on the level that you have. So you will want to keep an eye on that. Then there's also temperature in this game. So your environment will play a large part in that. If you're in, say, a desert, it's going to get cold really quick at night and really warm in the morning, or warm really quickly in the morning. If you're on a forest or a temperate world, it's going to kind of, not as fast. If you're on a snow planet or a moon, per se, your character is going to get cold really quick, and you have to be very well prepared, or you will freeze to death. And I don't mean that metaphorically. Your character literally will freeze to death. The screen gets foggy, white, and then you just die. So weather can kill you. You also have breath in water. I'm playing the fish people, so we actually have a little bit more breath underwater. Other races have less. You have fall damage. You have ranged weapons such as guns and a bow and arrow and stuff like that. So let's see. We got our wood. So let's hit the C button for crafting, and then now keep in mind you also have these icons up here. You've got your inventory, you got your crafting, you've got a look tool. Hard stones, smooth to the touch. Dirty looking dirt. Actually, I clicked on the water U tool. Alright, anyway. Then you've got the codex, which kind of gives you some tips and tricks, and this one gives you controls and stuff like that. So if you're feeling kind of stuck, so like all this stuff right here, hide HUD, F1, bam, gone, right? Investigation cursor, there we go. So I can, that's good to know. Codex is L, so forth and so on. Throw item, toggle head items. Okay, so that does that. Right, held items, sorry. Swap inventory items, Z. Right, so see it's doing that up there. And, pretty basic stuff. So, if we hit C, that takes us to our crafting. We need to craft the wooden crafting table. So it tells us with our little pop-up here that we need wooden planks. So let's come to wooden planks and craft some. Now I've got this little slider down here. I can craft 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 3, whatever, all the way up to every last piece of wood in my inventory. Now, I don't want to do quite that many. We're going to do, say, 75. And bam, we get 225 wood planks. Now we can craft our crafting table. We hit that, and bam, quest complete. Now we have to plant it down, create a bow, and cook some alien meat. So, let's place this guy down. Now, if we hit C, that just gives us our in-hand crafting items. Now, if we hit E on this, that pops up the crafting bench or crafting tables inventory. So as you can see, you can craft a lot more stuff. But before we can get a bow, we need to go find ourselves some vines. Let's get this guy. He's going to give us some seeds. Oh, a tomato it looks like. Get that little thing. Now, you can't get that with your sword, so you have to use your tool or matter manipulator. Now, there is a small chance of your mobs dropping meat when you kill them just in general. So you don't always have to attack them with this bow that we're trying to build. And as you can see, oh, it just started raining. It's starting to get dark. There is a time frame, and it does take time to, say, reincarnate and teleport down to the planet and stuff like that. There are some mobs that are passive, as you've seen so far, and there are some that are not passive. So we are looking for a little cave, and these guys really hurt. A lot more than they used to. We're doing 5, he's doing 21. That's a bit insane. Now, there's something I should mention. In other games, such as Terraria and Edge of Space, I believe, you press right on your keyboard, you face to the right. You press left, you face to the left. Not in Starbound. In Starbound, wherever your mouse pointer is pointing, that's where your guy's going to be. You don't see my hands doing anything, but that's actually where he's looking. And to prove that, see his hands moving. Ooh, it's looking around. Very nice. So let's go back to this. And go back down to the planet. Time has elapsed, and it looks to be dawn now. Instead, when we died, it was dusk. So, there's that. And so much for being a level 1 planet. Wow. And there's some vines right there. So we can get those with our matter manipulator. Now keep in mind, these are just the beginning quests. Unless they have changed it drastically with this new version, the questing can be confusing at first, because it doesn't tell you all the intermediary steps, and it hasn't told us all the intermediary steps so far. So you kind of have to be a little bit intuitive with the game to figure this stuff out. Or you can come watch a Let's Play and figure this stuff out that way. So, trying to get these vines. I'm collecting more than what we need for multiple reasons. 1, we can create our bow, and 2, we can create bandages which will heal us slowly over time. Alright, let's place that down. Go back to that. Okay, this guy is peaceful. He's not wanting to kill us, so we can collect our vines without bothering him at all. I was probably being quite a bit too more aggressive than I should have been at first, but where's the fun in that, right? What could possibly go wrong? Other than death, dismemberment, pain, mutilation, and purification. Or not purification, but liquefaction, right? Okay. Now you can see how big my little blue square is hovering over my cursor. Standard items in this game, or when you're using them, have a 2x2 space. So like world blocks, your matter manipulator, that kind of stuff has a 2x2 square. So let's come back to our torch and place one down. And I'll show you that here right now. So as you can see, it's a 2x2 square. I can place a 2x2 block, but I only have 3 of these pieces of dirt. So let's grab a couple more here really quick. Okay, so we now have 8. So I've got 4, and when I hit my left mouse button, it places all 4 of them. However, if I'm like mining or something, or using my matter manipulator, I can hold shift and it reduces it to a 1 square tile. Now there's also foreground and background objects in the game. As you can see here, we've got our background dirt and we've got our foreground dirt. You just saw me break foreground dirt with my left mouse button. If I hold right click, it will actually break the background blocks and they go into my inventory as proper items. Now to place these proper items as a background, I simply right click and they go into the background. No more complicated than that. This guy's going to try and kill us. Yep. Actually, he might not have if I hadn't have attacked him. Oh, yep. Okay, so we want to head back to our crafting table. Actually, we don't even have to head to the crafting table. We can craft our hunting bow right here. So the bow is kind of overpowered and kind of underpowered at the same time. The base one is really weak, but the next level one is actually kind of strong. Jeez, what did I ever do to you? So you see that little flash there? if I wait till right before that full draw, it shoots a charged arrow that does extra damage. If you draw it too far, it doesn't do it. This guy's mean. There we go. Come on, give me some meat. No, it gave me leather instead. Alright, let's craft us some bandages right quick. I scroll down to the bandages. We're going to craft them all up. If I use one of those, it gives you the little plus icon here, and it heals you for a couple of seconds worth of healing. And as you can see, I can hold my flashlight in my hand at the same time. So that is the advantage of one-handed items. Alright, let's go back to our weapon here. Except we want this weapon. And let's make it to where this guy actually can't get to us. Or this guy, how about that? And we got some meat, good. Oh, he's going to be able to get to us. Now, food is very important, so that's why I'm trying to get another piece. Nope. What about this guy? This guy hates us just in general. Ouch. Now, controls in this game are very, very touchy, so... Oh, come on, get your butt up here. Come on. Alright, can we... Yes, we can craft some wooden platforms. Let's craft a couple of those, and I'll show you the beauty of these. Just like in Terraria, you can shoot through them, you can drop through them, and they, in general, let you rain down pain and terror on your enemies, like so. Ah, more meat. Alright. Now, in Terraria, you just press down. In this game, it crouches you to go through platforms. In this game, you must press spacebar afterwards to pass through them, and you will do so. Keep in mind, though, that as long as you hold space or down, I'm not sure about space, but I know as long as you hold the down button, you will continue to fall through them until your untimely demise when you go splat on the ground. Trust me, it is not comfortable. My back is still healing from it. Alright, so let's heal up a bit. Oops, I did not want to do that. So, that's not what I want either. We want this. So this does not really tell you that you need to craft a campfire to cook this meat. It tells you, and cook it in a campfire, but if you can't find one, you have to craft one. It doesn't tell you how, but it's right there. It takes 1 torch, 5 food, you craft it, and it will keep you warm at night. So let's move this guy down here, put the campfire up, and you can pick the campfire up and move it with you. You can place it on other objects. As long as there's a flat surface, you can do that. So, all I need to do is come over to this tab. Oh wait, no. Oh, it's up here. I can shift left click, or I can click and drop it in. I click cook, and it cooks it all up nice and neat, and then it's in my inventory. There we go, quest completed. Now we need a furnace. So we need to collect some of this stone here. And there we go, we're getting cold. We're going to stay out here for a little bit, just to show you guys the cold mechanic before this episode ends, which will be ending very shortly. So we're going to collect enough to kind of make us a little hovel down here, and we can have a basement to where we can dig us a mine at some point. And we also need enough to make a pick and our furnace. So I'm going to collect about 25 or so. And as you can see, those little lines that keep showing up, let's drop a torch in here. There we go. See those little lines? That's a block memory. So I can mine this one, come down here, mine this one, and go back and forth, and the game remembers those block memories for a little while. As you can see on the top 4 there, the lines are actually disappearing. See how it kind of shrinking away? We'll mine these 2 and leave those bottom 2 just to show you how long it takes for it to go away. See, there it goes. They're completely gone now. And then I go back to those 2 blocks, and the block memory starts all over again, just what you would expect. So we got 30 stone. We can now come over here and craft our furnace. Where is the furnace? Furnace, where's the... Oh, right. I need a campfire for a furnace. That's why I'm not seeing it. There we go. There's the furnace. Campfire and 25 cobblestone. Craft it up. And, oh, quest, ouch. So this one's telling us to obtain 2 iron and smelt it. Except I'm being mauled by a bird for no reason other than existing. And that's it for this episode, folks. I'm going to leave you at this. If you like this game, seriously, smash those thumbs up buttons. Let me know that you like the game. Let me know that you want to see more of it. Remember, you can purchase this game if you like on Starbound.com, playstarbound.com, my bad, or on the Steam store. I believe it is $15 on the Steam store, and you can purchase it for the same amount, I believe, on the playstarbound.com, as well as donate more for bonus features such as your name in the game, or to design a character, or design a weapon, or a hat, or whatever their little bonuses are for donating extra money towards them. So I hope you enjoy the episode. I'll talk to y'all later, everybody. Peace.